Quick, graph y equals 1/2 times 1 over x, which is equal to 1 over the quantity of 2 times x by hand, 2 different ways. This is part of the family of functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it. Press pause as needed anytime during this video. The first way is with the reciprocal dance. We need to identify the center point, and normally the center is at the origin. It will remain at the origin because the times 1/2, that coefficient there, has no effect on the center. So we'll plot center at 0, 0. Through the center, we need to draw the asymptotes with dotted lines, the boundary lines, if you will. Y equals 0, or the x-axis, and the y-axis, which is x equals 0, are our two asymptotes. From the center point, we're going to plot 6 key points. Normally we go right 1, up 1 on the 1 over x graph, but here we're going to go right 1, up 1/2 because of that multiplying by 1/2. Normally right 2, up 1/2, but in this case it's going to be right 2, up 1/4, because we have to take that factor of 1/2 into consideration. And normally right 1/2 up 2, and in this case will be right 1/2 up 1. So go ahead and plot the 3 points here in the third quadrant. Press pause as needed. Resume when you're ready. So normally left 1, down 1. Here we'll go left 1, down 1/2. Normally left 2, down 1/2, but in this case it'll be left 2, down 1/4. And normally left 1/2, down 2. In this case will be left 1/2, down only 1, half the distance. Connect the points into 2 branches of a hyperbola using the asymptotes as boundary lines, and you should get a curve like this in green. Compare that to the reciprocal function in blue, and you can see from blue to green the y values are halved, not only in these 2 places but in every single point. Second way, using a table. Here are 6 values that 6 ordered pairs that we usually use in the reciprocal function, and we'll do this one in green, keeping the x coordinates the same. We're going to multiply each y coordinate by 1/2 because that's that coefficient there. So 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. So we'll plot over 2, up 1/4. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2, 1, 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is 1, so 1/2, 1. And so we're going to ask you to pause the video, complete the table, complete the graph. Press pause as needed, and then resume when you're ready. -2 times 1/2 is -1, so -1/2, -1. -1 times 1/2 is -1/2, -1, -1/2. And -1/2 times 1/2 is -1/4, so -2, -1/4. Draw the asymptote lines where they would be, both at the x-axis and the y-axis. Connect the points into 2 branches of a hyperbola. And then we can compare that to the parent function y equals 1 over x. Now you try one. Graph y equals 1 over the quantity of 3x. Use either method or both for the practice. Press pause to do this and then resume when you're finished to check your answer. And here's your answer in green compared to the parent function.